Welcome to Linda's TV show, the home of news. If it is your first time of stopping by or coming across my YouTube channel, you are highly welcome. Please, I beg you for a favor, smash on that red button that says subscribe. Beside that red button is a notification bell. The essence of that bell is for you to be updated or informed each time or day I upload a new video. My returning subscribers, those who keep on watching my videos each time I upload, I appreciate your presence. I appreciate your comments in all my videos, both negative and positive ones. Thank you.
Groups are coming with different things, like a house that is in disarray. We are not in disarray. It's just people that have their different terrible interests that are at variance with the program of the Biafran people, especially that of Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you, Kobe. God bless you so very much. Hey, Emmanuel, how are you? Bless you, my good brother. So, you hear Kanu'S has his own group, which does not work in conformity with DOS. Then you have Madam Bridget having her own group, which does not work in conformity with Kanu'S and DOS, and the defunct DOS. So when you look at it, somebody who is not, somebody who is just out to criticize the Biafran project will say, hey, they are scattered here and there. But the truth is, the IPOB autopilot, we are standing firm and working with other relevant groups that make up the Biafran struggle reasonable and promising. A very brilliant presentation, or should I say a well-articulated presentation from somebody that talked about the Biafran government in exile, and he gave a big analysis of, or maybe explanation of what's going on in Biafra land, how people, especially the Igbos, have allowed themselves to be so manipulated and reduced to mere hewers of wood and fetchers of water. If you look at Peter Obi, there was this thing running around the, I think it went viral, where Peter Obi went and bowed down to, in one of the MS, whether the Sultan of Sokoto or what, I don't know. It's just that thing we are saying. Igbos that I don't know what took away wisdom from your mind or sense of understanding. What robbed you of that wisdom or knowledge, I don't know. And the Peter Obi that is speaking against Nigeria to fix it went and met those who are remote controlling Nigeria and will never allow you have your way. I will post in my timeline a message I got from somebody else who gave a history of the Fulanis, where they came from, how they were treated with contempt by those from Middle East, descended to Africa, were also disrespected by those from Tunisia and Algeria, and then found themselves in the Sahara Desert, coming down to the northern part of Nigeria where you had black people. And they don't have morals, they don't have qualms, they don't care. They just keep killing and looting, and by subjugation and putting fear, people who don't want problem, we just allow them have their way. There are very few in number, a few million of them, compared to the vast majority of people that reside in the contraption called Nigeria, who could not, muster courage, come together as one and flush away these bad eggs. They are bad news. They were thrown away from Saudi Arabia, despised because they are only good in killing, destroying. They don't bring anything good to the table. They are bandits. They are criminals. And then in North Africa, they were treated with contempt and scorn. But when they came down from the Sahel to West Africa, they found people that are a little bit docile or very docile people, and they kept, threatening them, dehumanizing them, raping their women, and they allowed them, fester up to the extent that controlling becomes difficult because they are the ones now controlling the affairs of some governments in West Africa here. So the man gave a very brilliant presentation. It was sent to me by a friend, and I am going to send it to my Facebook page so that you can. It's a very lengthy piece, but full of good education. So Emmanuel Milton said, "What robbed us of knowledge, selfishness, and greed?" Yes, we are so. I don't know. We are behaving like the ostrich. But whenever the man gets up to run, he will run more than those who started before him. He will mock the horses. But in terms of knowledge, I don't know what has robbed us of that simple knowledge, that we cannot make it with the Fulanis, that the little flash in the pan they are showing us now is to cause confusion and division among the Igbos who have resolved as Biafrans to get Biafra. So they just brought in Peter Obi, who knows very well what he's doing, that is going nowhere. And it is so evil of Peter Obi. That is why posterity will not forgive him. It's so evil of him, knowing fully well that this thing he's doing is a wild goose chase, but just to disorganize the Biafran project. He has gone and bowed down to the Sultan, who dictates the pace. That's the point. Like I gave you an organogram that somebody gave, Tony Nadi. I told you, I like that his example. He said that at the apex of that triangle is the British Crown. Directly below it is the Sultanate. The next in line is the Constitution. The fourth one is the federal government, with state government by their flanks, and the legislators by their flanks. Then below are the masses. So the Sultanate only receives instruction from the British Crown. So, but the Sultanate has authority over the Constitution of Nigeria, over the federal government of Nigeria, and over the people of Nigeria. So, even if Peter Obi is, as he's contesting, hoping to win, he's going to be under the Constitution, which is under the Sultanate, being controlled by Britain, to keep bleeding us dry. It's not as if Peter Obi doesn't know this. That is why Peter Obi is a wicked man, is a fraud, the man is evil. He knows what he's doing, that it is wrong, that the time has come for Biafra to materialize. But Peter Obi has come to frustrate and truncate it. But he will fail. Why I'm saying it, because when the time comes, we will remember this iniquity that he has done against the Biafran people. It is there on record. He went to bow down before that man. And it is there they dictate who will be the next president of Nigeria. So Peter Obi didn't enter into this race because he knew he was going to win or had a chance. But it was to cause a kind of brawl, a brouhaha, stir up the dust, cause confusion, and then fizzle out and say it's not his fault, he did his best. That after all, a lot of Nigerians were there on Facebook backing him up or online, which is nonsense. That's why I keep saying that at the best of Igbo man's ability as an educated man, he will only qualify to be a servant of a Fulani man who is less educated. I know why I said that, and I keep saying it. Okay, then we have other problems that are coming up at this time when we are back getting Biafra. You know, the other time when Onyendu's wife went to talk, and the last broadcast she made, the comments she made, you know, when she made one of those broadcasts, she made a comment that the husband is mentally and physically fitter than a lot of you outside here. Whether it was intended to be a mockery of our empathy, solidarity, and commitment to him, that, you know, for all your, you know, grass matters or brouhaha or, you know, fighting for my husband, at the end of the day, I'm the woman he communicates with, not you ladies who are dying on his behalf. Our ladies are not dying on his behalf. Our ladies are dying because the man represents the freedom of Biafra. And so when you hold him, you hold Biafra's freedom. And they see him as a savior, in quote, not the biblical definition of savior, but savior let me say, in generic terms, that maybe has to do with family, a friend, you're in a problem, it comes to save you out of it. Something that has to do with relationship with people. Not something out of this world like divine, something divine is different from being generic. So Nnamdi Kanu is seen by a lot of people as, just like Colonel Muammar Gaddafi was seen like a savior to Libyans, Nelson Mandela was seen like a savior to the South Africans. Excuse me. And then other people that played certain roles. The savior means somebody who has come to deliver you out of a trouble. You saved me today from trouble. Then I give you the name savior, which is a pronoun that takes the place of a noun, which is the name of somebody. So, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is seen as such, not only by women, but by men too. And so if her comments were meant to mock or taunt our efforts, it was misfired. In fact, it really misfired, because when she made that comment, it had a lot of implications. And if you remember, I am not here to vilify or condemn her. I'm only just trying to remind you, if you remember, I told you people that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife made that comment, there were implications. Number one, she gave a clean record to the Nigerian government over the accusations they have from the international community that they have a poor human rights record. So she gave them a clean bill of health. For the whole world, we see Nnamdi Kanu being an arch enemy to the government of Nigeria is still being treated nicely, and the witness, one who testifies to it, is no other person than the wife. Because if he was not being treated nicely, the wife would have shouted. If there's anybody that's going to lose, the more should be her. So when she said that he's okay, she was telling the international community that Nigerian government, DSS custody or dungeon, is a very hospitable place, at least for Nnamdi Kanu. That's number one. That's the implication. Then number two, it demonizes the IPOB media pilot, autopilot that are fighting for Nnamdi Kanu's release as making noise, just trying to stir up the honestness, just trying to make trouble. That the man is okay there, and that the Nigerian government is doing something better. So when we were talking, she was saying that we're making noise. We're just like noisemakers. Then number three, the next implication was this. It gave the Nigerian government an advantage that if Nnamdi Kanu should die now, they will not be accused of inhuman treatment meted on him. No, the wife said that he was doing fine. That means they were very hospitable. But possibly in the course of his being incarcerated, some of his illnesses may have come up and must have died out of maybe natural causes or biological reasons or health reasons. Do you understand me? Those are the implications of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's a very, very, very terrible comment. She didn't know what she meant, or whether she knew, or I don't understand, but I felt so bad about it. Now, I'm not here to condemn her. I'm condemning her speeches, the intent behind her speeches, because not many days after that, Barrister Jofo came out and said the man's life is in danger. So that automatically proved that Nnamdi Kanu's wife was wrong in her assessment of the husband's true position. So many questions begin to come up. Does she really care about the man's health? Was she really speaking on behalf of Nnamdi Kanu? What were her motives? Was that a very, smart way of releasing the man to be vulnerable for any kind of manipulation and destruction, which the international community might make reference to her comment that, remember when she was saying it in the forum of the defunct DOS people and their supporters who call themselves IPOB. These are very evil people. And since this thing happened, none of them has come up to speak in respect to our leaders' health position or health condition. So I am going to appeal to you. We have done what we are supposed to do. We have done what we are supposed to do. If you watch Simon Epa very well, he doesn't come out abusing the woman. He analyzes her mistakes, shows it to the whole world, and you now see the mistake she has done, that she's not in the right direction. She wasn't thinking right. I would like us to, because of the fact that Onyendu has not told us that he has divorced her or is no longer marrying her, by reason of the fact that she's still his wife, please, I will just appeal that we don't go using abusive languages on her. I'm not going to stop women. You know, this is entirely women affair. And if women are so angry and they're talking, they are responding correctly because they are women, just like her. They have husbands, just like her. Or those that don't have husbands, that have boyfriends, have their life, just like. So they know the feelings of a woman when the person that you love so much, the love of your life, is being incarcerated and the father of your children. So if they respond to her, we will accommodate that because they are women, even though we are feeling that they should, you know, tone down the, you know, vituperations. But for men in the Biafran group, please, we can use wisdom. The whole world has seen her mistakes. I'm sure she has seen it too. She has seen it. The defunct DOS people have seen it also. So let's just look at it from that perspective and not go there to abuse her again. You can highlight those faults, you can make analysis, tell us implications and make us know more, because the implications I've highlighted is not the only ones that are available or that should be known. So I don't claim knowledge of everything. So the little I've told you, we stand on that, or you can improve on it without making her, you know, public ridicule or abusing her, because she is still Onyendo's wife. Wait until he comes out there, he'll make his decisions like Nelson Mandela did, okay? Yeah, that's right. So when you look at what Obi did, I look at the youth that follow Obi as, did they lose their sense of direction? Are they really the future of whatever nation they represent? Because this group of people don't show anything like people who want to, you know, succeed in the future. They don't look like people who want to survive. They are still being carried along by, if Atiku comes out tomorrow and start dishing out money, you see them fall over themselves on the streets. You see women from even Ebonyi State, Anambra State, coming out to dance for Atiku or for, what's his name, Kwankwaso. So it makes me look at our people as robed of knowledge and understanding, as if it is a curse or a kind of manipulation in the spirit. As I'm talking, there are those of them who say they are more intelligent than me. Look at what they are doing. But Obi went and bowed down before the Sultan of Sokoto. It's a shame. Whether he was a Sultan or not, I don't know. He bowed down to the man. That's the man who's aspiring to be president. You know, when somebody said this is the first time we have Wazobia, the three groups represented, I don't entirely agree. In 1979, unless you don't know what happened then, I was alive then, I was 19 years old. The National Party of Nigeria, MPN, had Shehu Shagari, that Elisha Kweme was his running mate. NPP had Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, yes. And then we have UPN had Chief Obafemi Awolowo. Then we also had PRP. And then GNPP was Ibrahim, politics without bitterness. So PRP was Aminu Kano. So when you talk about Wazobia, it was there in 1979. This is not the first time. So don't say this is just the time that for the first time there's a balancing. No, it was there. Zik was the bride. Everybody wanted Zik to come to their, if NPN wanted Zik, but he couldn't work with certain categories of persons in NPN. He said it openly. So that was NPN accord. just a minute. So, I am just saying this thing to appeal to people to be circumspect. Don't talk anyhow. Watch Obi's failure progressing in this nonsense he has decided to involve himself in. Watch his failure, his progress failing. Watch Obi. The man has made nonsense of his education. And no wonder they said he read, is it philosophy or history in university? I wonder how he did that and could be very good in managing finances or was all the things he's quoting, like Obi quotes a lot, giving you statistics. Is it from Nigeria? Because we don't have any statistics in Nigeria to tell you our population, our GDP. We don't have anything like that. We don't have it. So he's relying on what he's getting from the international community. He's not doing his own research very well. He doesn't have a research bureau. He doesn't have the capacity to find out because there is nothing like that in Nigeria. So I just want to appeal to you people, don't talk beyond bounds. In one of the ways of advising an honored person or an elderly person, one of the ways of insulting an honored person or an elderly person is to advise the person. If the person has made mistakes, you open the fault to him or her to know, say, at least you would have done this, but you did this, it was wrong. Look at, if you go that way telling Nnamdi Kanu'S wife, that would be a very nice way a very polite way to insult her, which you cannot be faulted if Onyendu comes out. Okay, and then another angle which I want to talk on is the killings that took place, which ordinarily, regardless of whatever, the governor of Imo State should have either been reproved by Ohanese, that because it is the Igbos they are killing, or maybe Obi speaking against it, or Soludo. None of them do that. What Soludo ended up in saying was that the criminals that come to Anambra State to kill people are from other parts of Igbo land. Soludo has never gotten up to accuse Hausa Fulanis of all the rape and banditry that has taken place in Anambra State, or the ones that are in Lokwanta. And Soludo is promoting a kind of divisive method to, put the Anambra State against other Igbos. So when they begin to react against Anambra State, then the house is divided. He can now hold sway in Anambra and then report to his Fulani masters. That's, when you look at these people, you talk and talk, you get tired of talking. They are so downright stupid, so foolish. That's why I said, at the very best of an Igbo man's education, he ends up being a houseboy to a Fulani man. It was so with Nyesom Wike. And today he's fighting, trying to be relevant. He's working against PDP and Atiku because the chairman of PDP made a comment that favored somebody who stepped down for Atiku to take over. And Nyesom Wike feels that it's a betrayal. It was a sellout. But we were telling him, he refused, closed his ears, killed our boys at Obibo. The same thing with Dave Umahi. And now there were attacks in Anambra State. Ugwani doesn't even say anything. They're just collecting their salaries, eating all the allowances, security benefits, and all those they give to them. They don't care about the Igbos. That's why I'm asking you people, rally around Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Eba, as we are working towards the actualization of the Biafran dream. A dream that the white man is afraid will manifest. They're afraid of that dream. It's a great dream. We are tired of staying in the white man's land. We want to go and build our own country. We want to take our families back home. Biafra is going to be a massive construction site. All these things we have learned here, we'll put them in place, even do better than that. We want a place where we have a functional law enforcement agency. A constitution that is for the people, by the people, with the people. That's the kind of constitution we want. A constitution that respects human rights, that's organic to us. an economic blueprint, which if we put and we begin to execute it within 20 years, will become, the whole world will get attention of the Biafran nation. And that is going to, rub off onto smaller nations in West Africa so that they begin to learn to become self-reliant and know that we can do this thing. We are capable. We have been schooled into thinking that our forefathers are wicked people. Our forefathers, how can you say they are wicked? The white man came to our land, took them into slavery, stole all they have, and then decimated us to this level where we don't have strength again to fight them back. They have all the nuclear weapons. And that same wicked white man who is saying that thing is the one that is telling your forefather is not a good person, but he's the one that did you evil. So the people who are wicked, as we have known, are the whites. Those of you who are supporting the wicked woman that died, I shame that black man who went to shake Prince Charles and they did not shake. Those are those stupid, useless African people, those useless black people whose brains are dead, idiots. And if he had gone and shaken the man's hand, he will come out successfully and say, I shook the hands of King Charles. That is not bad. You guys keep talking that I've been to Britain. I know better than you. Idiot. Shame on you. Shame to your wife and your children. I hope she sees this nonsense that has happened in your life. Because before you went, you must have told her. And King Charles refused to shake hands with you. See the way he touched you? To show you that you are nobody. You stink before him. You're a lower class of person. Did you see any Fulani man go there to come and shake Prince Charles? I don't know where you come from. Maybe you're from Kenya or from Nigeria. I don't care. But you are a very poor example of a black man. A shame, a disgrace, a disappointment. And then there was another black man. When they had a program in the presence of I think it was a long time, who spoke against the Queen in Britain. That guy is a Yoruba guy. Those are the kind of people you can stand behind. Not that other fool that went there to go and shake the hands of King Charles. He's an idiot. So it's so much of a shame that our people have failed to see that God has made them great, wonderful, beautifully and wonderfully made. You come here, you want to sleep with a European girl or a white girl. You think that is heaven. That is where, when you sleep with her, you have reached it. You think they are better than African girls whom you can marry. And when you come here, you adopt their stupid attitude where you come here and leave your wives, begin to go around sleeping with women. And some stupid women will come here, leave their husband, begin to go around sleep. They say it's a free country where you can have sex as much as you have. After all, you make money, you put your hair and look like I don't know what to call you, crazy people. You lose everything your father and mother taught you. Every tradition, every culture you have, come here and begin to misbehave. And that's why you see a lot of them are shooting their wives, shooting their husbands, rubbishing their name, their family, destroying their children ahead of time. Because they find the white man superior to themselves. The white man himself, some of them don't even look at himself as being superior. It is you that is pushing the superiority on him. And he doesn't know anything to do than to just allow you, raise him up and you be his servant. Yes, thank you, Kobe. And their wealth is from the black Africa. Of course. The British crown is being sustained by oil and wealth from Nigeria and some African countries. Remove that, the crown will collapse. That King Charles that is so proud and arrogant, if they stop this oil, this thing, and gas, within a short time now, he'll be looking for money. If Commonwealth of Nations should go away, if other countries will leave them, he cannot survive alone. Who will pay salary? His ostentatious and hedonistic lifestyle, who will do it? People should stop that attitude. I've seen Ndigbo Bireba. They bought houses. So what am I going to go in? What am I going to do in Igbo land? That nonsense. Anyway, one of my relatives is a woman. She's a lady. She lives in New Jersey. I had it very rough with her some time ago. She was saying that she came to Imo State, that the police are doing very well. It is just miscreants who are causing confusion. The governor is doing a good job. In fact, the way I addressed her, I didn't abuse her. I've highlighted all her faults arising out of ignorance, because she was born with a silver spoon, and she thinks all of us were born that way. So she doesn't know what people are feeling, that there are Igbos who don't have food to eat. There are people in Biafra who are hungry, that they need help, that there are brilliant people who could have gone to school, but there's nobody to back them up. She's just here in America. She's lived there for many years, and her children travels to Nigeria and comes back and begin to talk trash. She called me again. Yeah, she's so true. She came the other day and called me again. We're talking. I'm not afraid. She can hear it. You see, Biafra is above. I don't care about her. Nonsense. That kind of sister doesn't.
Thank you so much, my wonderful viewers, for watching this video together with me from the beginning to the end. Like I said before, if you like what you see here, if you like what I do in this platform, as you have finished watching this video, please hit that red button that says subscribe and put on your notification bell to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to know when I upload a new video. Share my videos, leave your comments in the comment section constructively. Until I meet your way again in my next video, I still remain your Linda's TV show. Bye-bye.